Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you for tuning into this week's episode of the Local Yarn. This week we sit down with a local himself, Nick, and he's with his dad, and we sit inside the Old Timers Museum, which he owns and operates from Coober Pedy. We get to have a look at some of his opals. Unfortunately, sometimes the white opals, the beautiful nature of it and contrast of the colours don't really shine compared to the Andamuka and some of the other opals. But you'll get to have a good look anyways, and I hope you enjoy this episode. One last thing, not anything that we've mentioned in this episode isn't financial advice, and I hope you enjoy. Cheers.
Beautiful. G'day, welcome to another episode of The Local Yarn. Today we have a special episode. This is our first episode with a special guest. I've got Nick and Nick, both locals to the Coober Peedy area, and Nick owns the Old Timers mine. And yeah.
And Nadia's here.
Nadia's here at the back. Yeah.
Just in case I want to ask some questions.
Yeah,
she's here.
G'day everyone, how you going?
That's it.
Welcome to Coober Peedy.
That's it. So I suppose the first question, Nick, I was going to ask you is, first of all, how long have you been in the opal industry, doing what you do?
Alright, so we've been in the game for many, many years. Dad started back in 1962.
Wow.
So, mining, yeah. But I started as a teenager cutting opal.
Yeah.
Probably at about 14, 15 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, we started.
And is that hard to kind of get a knack of, to cut an opal?
Yeah, Dad taught me how to cut. But as a cutter, I used to cut, like thousands of, sort of standard size stones.
Yeah. Nothing as big as this.
No, so all your smaller stones from 5 mil to about 14 by 10.
Yeah, wow.
So we used to cut thousands and thousands of stones in the early days. For me, I think it was late 80s and then into the 90s and then...
Yeah, wow. Yeah. And now you're a master.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm not too bad. Yeah. But I learned from the grandmaster. So
that's it.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. We love it.
The main thing is with opal, you have to know how you're gonna cut that to bring out the best of the opal.
Yeah.
Because you can really sometimes ruin the opal if you cut it the wrong way.
Yeah.
You have to understand the opal before you even start cutting.
And has it happened? Mistakes?
For me, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know about the old man, but as a kid you learn to chase the bars, but then sometimes you go too far.
Yeah.
But you only do it a few times, and after that, well, then it's
Beautiful.
But with experience, you know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
We had these two special pieces that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
And I said to Nico, let's grind this down, get to this bar, and we're going to have something special.
Yeah.
And he started doing it, and then he said, Dad, I don't want to do that. It's nothing.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. So I took over and got it to that bar that I was, and they are the most beautiful stone you ever see.
Yeah. Do you still have them?
I haven't got them here.
Yeah, no.
But,
We've got one of the family, that's the one you're talking about.
Similar.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
But that's
only better.
Yeah. But that's one of the ones that Dad's talking about. But that's one of the
It's
brothers.
like the Holland boot.
Yeah.
Dad was saying.
It's amazing the colours, isn't it?
Yeah. And the stones that Dad was talking about came from the same pocket.
Yeah.
But they're a lot brighter, so this is just one of the ones that we've just got on show for the shop. So.
Yeah.
But gorgeous,
Yeah, beautiful. And just for the camera too, just so people don't get confused, these two here actually came from the same opal.
Yeah.
It was quite big, but this is matrix and it's from Andamuka.
Yeah.
Do you mind explaining what the difference is between these two?
So the Andamuka opal is just a porous opal, and it comes out of the ground as a white stone.
Yeah.
Then you cut and you polish it, and then you treat it.
Yeah.
So you treat it with sugar and acid.
Yeah. And it gives it that special.
Yeah, and that's what gives it the darkness.
Wow.
So, yeah,
How do you like the Habiki, Nick?
it's beautiful, guys. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Very good.
Cheers.
The guy's sharing a drink of the Habiki.
Yeah.
And so do you have your own plot? Do you have your own area?
Yeah, so we've got a few claims at the moment.
Yeah.
We've got one down south, it's about 35 k's.
Yeah, wow.
And now we're just waiting to get back into the game now. So,
Okay. Has there been like a slow...
yeah, so I mean, we were working it years ago, but now we've just bought a drill.
Yeah, okay.
And we're in the process of just getting the drill, sort of up to service.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we're going to start prospecting
Oh,
on the mine.
yeah. Oh, wow.
So, yeah, over the years, I mean, we've been, working drilling and then just working in different areas.
Yeah, okay.
But now at the moment, the drill is almost ready.
Yeah.
So the next few weeks, we'll be back into prospecting,
Oh, wow.
with a new goal to try and find something big. So,
Yeah. And are claims hard to come by, or do...
No, so it's Crown land, so it's the Queen's land everywhere.
Yeah.
Basically, you get your miners' rights,
Yeah.
and I think it costs you just over $100 a year,
Oh, wow.
and you get like a rego tag, like a license plate,
Yeah.
and that's what we use. Dad's got his peg steel, and we've got multiple claims that we peg.
Yeah. And
because
by peg, what do you mean by peg?
so you've got a 4-post peg system,
Yeah.
and then you put your little tags on there like a rego plate.
Oh, okay.
And then you register it with the mines department.
Yeah, okay.
So your claims can be 50 by 50, 50 by 100, 50 by, 100 by 200, and so on.
Yeah, yeah.
And prices vary. So
Yeah.
you pay your rego each year, and then you pay just accordingly to what sort of work you're going to do.
Yeah.
If you've got a bulldozer, you want the claim to be as big as possible,
Yeah.
because you've got to push that dirt, and you can't run off into your neighbour's.
Yeah,
Plot.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
So it's all about luck though then too. Like if you don't get a good plot.
Well, look, there's a wise old tale where the miners use the wires.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so there's a little bit of frequency that comes out of the ground.
Nadi was
and
testing
fault
that out
lines.
yesterday.
Yeah, look,
It didn't
it
work for me.
didn't work.
I
No,
must be bad luck.
No,
Bad frequency.
no, let me tell you, it doesn't work.
he
for
reckons it was
everybody.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, look,
No, that's-
you can find the fault lines in the ground, yes, but it won't lead you to the.
Yeah.
We can agree on that. Yes.
Yeah, well, the fault lines, the vertical lines,
Yeah,
every line,
Right, okay.
they do have the same thing,
Yeah.
same minerals inside.
Yeah.
So you can get some frequency flow, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna find out.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So it's nonsense to do that
Yeah.
anyway. To be able to-
Yeah.
No, you're finding the line and then you're working out where you think it's going to run. Then you start
But there is
drilling.
lines everywhere, and there's
Yeah.
levels everywhere.
Yeah.
So the levels got the same thing inside. So you
Yeah.
can't
Okay.
tell what it is.
And that's why we drill down,
Yeah.
and we're chasing that level. So we're looking for that sandstone level.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as you chase that sandstone, well, then you're going to find different levels as you go down. Once as you're drilling down, you pull the drill up, you'll see the colour change,
Yeah.
and that's when you find the level.
Okay. There you go.
And that's when we're checking to see if
Yeah.
there's trace, if there's a bit of colour, if there's something in there.
Okay. And then from there, how do you get the rest of it out? I suppose?
So basically, if you drill down to say 70, 80 feet,
Mhm.
and you see that there's a trace at 40 feet, well then you go down on the winch and you start picking.
Ah, okay.
Alright.
So how big's the tunnel then? Like,
It just varies on your bucket. I think it's just under a metre and just over a metre.
It's 32 inches in
Yeah.
a small bucket.
Varying.
And yeah, it's 40 something the big bucket.
Yeah.
Are you gonna actually work it, Nico? Or?
Yeah. Yeah. So we've got the mining winch. We looked at a 33-ton digger, and that was just a month ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're getting back in again, full steam ahead.
Yeah, beautiful.
But we're only going to sort of be doing some shallow mining this time around. So the drill can drill up to 100 feet, but we're only going to do one pass.
Yeah.
So we concentrate on the drilling.
Yeah.
When we find the opal, well then that's the easy part of
Yeah,
digging
okay.
it out.
Yeah.
But just before the the end of financial year, a friend of ours had a digger, and we looked at it, 33 tonne, but the guy wanted cash for it.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, you can't
so,
do cash.
Yeah, so the accountant said.
Yeah.
No, so but. I've got friends with diggers, the same diggers, because that's the go-to now.
Yeah.
Is 33 tonne. The old days, Dad used to dig the shaft by hand.
Yeah, wow.
Him and his mate, and they'd dig it by hand. People would pay them cash.
Yeah, we used to.
Wow.
How do you do it?
Pick and shovel and blasting. You drill holes, blast, you go there and you get it.
Scoop it up.
Yeah,
How long
scoop
would
it
that
up.
take to go 100 feet?
Well, we did 4 days, me and another guy, we done 85 foot.
Whoa.
4 days.
We work full tilt from morning to night, and I mean night,
Yeah.
because we had a bed with some other miners, and there were 5 in the crew.
Yeah.
And they said to us, or the boss, they were finding opal, and we were putting the stuff for them. And they said, if you can finish before these guys, we give you double.
Wow. That's a pretty good incentive.
Yeah.
Especially back then.
Yeah, the thing was, they already started, they were 15 foot deep.
Yeah.
And,
Wow.
and I said to the other guy, I said, what do you think? Because only 2 people can work, one on top, one on the bottom.
Yeah.
So you can have 20 people, so what? They cannot work.
That's
You know,
right.
it's only the
Yeah.
2 people that are going to work.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? We take them on. Because we were broke, we didn't have any money. And you got, what was it? I think it was 200 something pounds back then.
Yeah.
So over $400
Wow.
was a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And double that
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
good.
really
Yeah.
good.
we took
Still
him on.
hard work though.
The
I don't think anyone would do it
second day-
nowadays
Se-
for that money.
Second day we were a lot further than they were,
Yeah.
and they give up. And they stop. They stop, and we have to finish after we got the double for that.
Yeah.
Plus, we had to finish the stuff that they left. So they pay us for that too. So it was a
That's pretty
good
good.
week. Yeah,
that's
very
a good
good
win.
week.
Good win.
But we work hard.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
work hard.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It works
Yeah,
so
well,
hard.
when you explore the old mine here and you go around and you look at how they did it back in the day, it's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
incredible.
But
Great.
the stuff we used to put there, that's very big.
Yeah.
We used to do almost half of that,
Yeah.
so we don't have to sift too much dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And is that generally the size that you're working in?
No, that was
No,
more.
we use the round drill. And
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's only 32
Yeah.
inches.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it just drills
Yeah, they drill.
Yeah, straight down. So you got to picture, a man standing in there with a pick, his shovel and his bucket, and then they got the winch
Yeah.
pulling up from there.
Yeah, well, just imagine, say half of it or maybe 3/4 to work there with a shovel and a 12-gallon bucket and you sell. You don't have very much room.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
You don't.
but
So-
yeah, we learned to do that and we were
Yeah.
quick as possible to get it done.
Yeah. Wow, that's
Yeah,
pretty
that's a
incredible. isn't
luxury. The why they such a big shaft, it's only because the ground was easy here.
Yeah.
So
Easy.
and not very deep. Not very deep. That's only about
Yeah, it's shallow.
20 feet.
Yeah,
It's not very high.
Yeah.
How long have you had the old timers?
The old timers, I've had it for about 5.5 years.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so Mum and Dad had shops on the main street for over
Yeah.
20 years and different businesses, but they had an opal shop for 20 years.
Yeah.
And we had a motel as well, just in town there as well.
Mhm.
But the family sort of worked for Mum and Dad,
Yeah.
Mining and then opal cutting and setting and
Yeah.
just working with the family.
Yeah. That's good.
So Mum and Dad did the hard
Hard
yard,
yards. Yeah.
and they built their own house.
You always do.
Well, that's what you have kids for, right?
Yeah, that's it.
But they built their own house by hand.
And it dug out?
Is
A
it
dugout.
okay?
Yeah, yeah, wow.
So-
I love that
Yeah.
dugout. Yeah.
So behind the TAFE building, Mum and Dad's property is still there. And
Oh,
they,
wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that took like
And
that.
you know, there was opal on the wall, not the best quality, but it had color.
Yeah.
And when we were building that, we were not worrying about the opal, we wanted to get
The house done.
the house done.
Yeah.
Because Mom was pregnant with the first child, so we needed
Yeah.
another ground, a house there, and an extra room. So every time Mom used to get pregnant, we put
Every
another
time,
room
how
there.
many of you
Yeah.
are there?
Yeah.
Oh, there was three.
Yeah.
Three.
Oh,
yeah.
just
So,
Are you the youngest?
yeah.
Oh.
Youngest.
You
So,
can do anything.
yeah.
You can do anything.
Oh,
Yeah, wait.
No, I had to eat, probably the easiest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with the dugouts, like you just dig in and then you claim that you live in?
Yeah, in the early days, but you still sort of register, you
Yeah.
know. But nowadays it's done, you know, through the mines department
Okay.
and then through the council.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it's all.
And then
sort of
can you pass it on, like sell it for money? Like the
Yeah,
dugout?
so dugouts now would sell from probably about 25,000 to 400,000,
Wow.
Wow.
varying on your dugouts.
Wow.
Wow, that's pretty.
Cool.
Yeah,
I can't remember how long ago we saw Leo's,
yeah.
and that was 26,000. we got
Wow.
that.
Mm.
Wow.
And I remember the government bought that to put somebody, a worker in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he come in, the guy, to have a look. And I thought I was happy to get 26,000 back then, was really
Yeah.
good money. And I said, oh, go and have a look at the
How many
dugout.
rooms?
Because in front of the dugout we had like a kitchen and bathroom and
Yeah.
everything was in the front there. Like a house, not really a house, but yes. And he said to me, no, I don't want to have a look down in the dugout. What I see here is worth the money you're asking.
Oh, I could have asked more.
Right.
For
Yeah, good. That's for
Yeah.
double.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
But at the time we were happy to get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
That's
bought
a big
we bought a
room.
house in Adelaide at the time.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
A lot of money because the house we got in Adelaide was 26,000 anyway.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
One paid for the other. That's it. Because you went to school in
Adelaide.
didn't you?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what brought you back here, or where'd you go?
The-
I'm going to
well,
come back to Coober Peedy.
the opal,
Yeah,
you know, the
opal.
mining, the
Yeah.
cutting, and that was in the family blood. So you know what
Yeah.
I mean. You know,
Okay,
we
well,
just wanted to get out of school and get back into.
Really?
Yeah.
Because most kids don't, you know.
No,
Yeah.
no.
It's great.
The next generation now they're in the
Yeah,
city.
no.
They're
Oh,
not,
yeah.
there's no coming back. But
Yeah.
for us, you know, we wanted to get back in
Mm.
and start digging and start cutting and
I love
setting
that.
and
You fall in love with them.
yeah,
Yeah.
How
it's
can
good
you
fun
not?
to
I
find
can,
it
I
to
can
dig
tell.
up.
I can tell. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys, when you were showing me the collection yesterday,
Yeah.
and you could just tell both of you are
Yeah.
like kids in a candy shop. You know, you're looking at all the different colours and.
Yeah.
Put it
And,
up
and
to
we
the
feel
light.
good too, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're still looking too. So within the next year or two, we'll push it, and fingers crossed, we
Yeah.
can come across, you know,
Well,
something.
Because that's what Jim and I, when we were fossicking in Gemtree, I didn't want to go home, and I said I could not be a miner because I would not be able to go home.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah.
You
And
just
that's what
trying to get a
happens.
little bit of bug.
The bug. Yeah. See, in the early days, there was lots of opal, money, gambling.
Yeah.
So you had to be a certain type of person, you know, to be here.
Yeah.
And that was your generation, the
Yeah.
money and gambling. With us, you know, things are a little bit different nowadays. There's no gambling. We've got pokies,
Yeah.
but you know, it was a very sort of rich town.
Yeah.
The town didn't sleep. You know, restaurants would go all night.
Yeah.
The bars, the discos. In their time, it was
That's what you were
Yeah.
going to ask.
unbelievable.
Contrast to now, like you know, we walked
we were
around
gonna
town.
ask
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
by about 8 o'clock,
Yeah.
the window shutters are down.
Yeah.
People are finishing dinner, and
Going home.
What's
Yeah.
changed?
What-
Like, why?
it's just slowing down. You know, the old timers getting older, younger generations, they're not mining anymore.
Yeah.
It's getting, you know, too expensive, but they're working in the bigger mines.
Is it also too hard for them, you reckon, or?
Definitely.
No, it's not
Well,
too
well,
hard. Nowadays, mining is
we've got machinery,
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
but no one wants to work like, you know, the oldies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Too dusty,
Yeah.
too
That-
hot,
It's
too...
different,
Yeah.
totally different world nowadays.
Yeah.
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 And that's what's happening. So, all the second generation, they'll take off to the bigger mines, get a job out there,
Yeah.
Probably get paid better.
and
They get big money
Big
in the
money.
mines.
Yeah.
and then they send the family down south, and then the population sort of gets smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
What is the population?
I think we're down to about 1,800 now, and yeah.
Is that a major decrease over time? Or?
I think we had about 6,000 back in the day.
Wow.
7,000.
Wow.
That's stressed.
And we
Yeah.
used to have, soccer teams, netball teams,
No
basketball
No
teams,
way.
Wow.
darts,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
pool competitions, all the
Big
oldies,
team, the
Speedway,
Russian team, the Yugoslav team,
everybody.
you
Wow.
name it. There were so many soccer teams and football and
Wow.
everything.
That's
Um,
a shame.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, different time. Now the enjoyment for the young generation is totally different to ours.
Yeah.
To me, I won't do what they do if they pay me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just either computer or telephone or just
Yeah.
spend the time looking at the damn thing and
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We know all
and
that.
Yeah.
Well, the town was alive. People would be out,
Mm.
at the social clubs, the Greek club, the
Yeah.
Italian club, the
Yeah, we feel
Croatian,
that,
the
like,
Serbian,
nothing's happening,
and there was
like-
there were
dinners
people
and
from
parties
every
and
night, all
barbecues.
places that people enjoy.
Yeah, because there's so many foreigners, like all
Yeah.
everyone we talk to Greek,
Yeah,
Italian,
yeah,
Maltese,
Yeah.
Japanese,
Yeah.
like
Serbian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, that's sad.
In terms of tourism, do you think that's dropped off as well, or do you reckon that stayed
I
steady?
think
That's still not too bad, yeah.
tourism is okay with the Coober. He did go down,
Mm-hmm.
and he hasn't recovered for the overseas people.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's
the
more
locals, the
Aussies are still
Australians,
travelling,
they're still
yeah.
traveling.
Yeah. Yeah.
I reckon even more than before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Well,
oh yeah.
numbers down a little bit with the holidays just now, but it's all right.
Nico, it hasn't stopped all year. Summer, winter,
Yeah.
didn't stop.
Yeah, during our summer we had a few more people travelling,
Do
Aussies.
you think
Yeah.
that's the best time to be travelling?
No.
Too hot.
It's too hot,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It's 45 to 55
Wow.
degrees.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
The last couple of summers been a little bit cooler
Mhm.
and things were a little bit greener,
Yeah.
Yeah.
around town, which is nice.
Yeah, but after the lockdown in the big cities, people they want to
Wanted
get
to
out.
come
Oh, last year it was-
Victoria.
Weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't care about
Last
the
year.
weather. They
No,
couldn't
no.
care less if it was hot,
Yeah.
cold or what. They
Yeah.
want to get out of
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
happened, that's
Yeah.
true.
And
Yeah.
you finding the free caravan?
The pre-camps, yeah,
goes
I think it's
up.
doing well, yeah.
And was that already here when you?
No.
No.
So we set that up.
Yeah, wow.
Because I wanted to know why you did that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, look, I wanted to, set it up. It's great, to have a free camp in the town,
Yeah.
And every town needs one.
Yeah.
The
Love it.
council should have
Yeah, I
one.
love
Yeah.
Not people like
Um,
because it's costing him money.
yeah.
I know. I was gonna ask
Yeah.
why you do it. Like,
But
Because
it's-
he's stubborn.
Yeah, but it's good. I feel that it
Yeah.
brings people into the town, and I think it
Yeah.
does help me a little bit. People come up and do the tour,
yeah.
Yeah.
or
That's why.
The people
but it
You
does.
would hope they would if they're coming.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
kind
But
of
it does bring money to the town. People go shopping at the supermarket. People go for dinner at the Big Winch. They go on tours.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if and if they can save a couple of dollars, but then they spend it somewhere else.
Yeah.
A pizza, a tour.
Yeah.
With
yeah.
a caravan park down there,
Yeah.
or anywhere.
Yeah.
One of the caravan parks, they've got their own tour that they do tours
Yeah.
and that.
Oh yeah.
So one of the lady that they were staying at air camp here,
Yeah.
they went on their tour
Yeah.
and they said, "Oh, where are you staying?" And she said at the free camp.
Yeah.
And he said, "It's not nice in there. Why would you stay there?" And he said, "Listen, mate, one really good Australian woman. She said, if we didn't stay there, we would not be on your tour."
Yeah. Wow. There you go.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Oh, exactly
we
right.
can
Yeah.
only afford so much.
That's exactly
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I say, good on you. That's nice to hear.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
Because
and
that
it
was
makes a lot
us
of
too.
sense.
Yeah.
We felt
Yeah.
like we wanted to see things,
Yeah.
buy
Yeah.
things, do things, not
Yeah.
pay so much money just to
Yeah.
park our car. Like,
Yeah.
Look, if we get people in and they spend $1 in the town, it's a benefit for the
For
town.
the town.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
whether you
good
buy
that you're
milk
like that.
and bread or
Yeah.
you know
right.
whatever.
But that's
Uh,
unselfish of you though, so that's
Yeah.
really nice.
So yeah, I'm slowly working on it, and I'm going to upgrade it eventually. But I've just got to, build
Yeah.
up the bank account a little bit and
Yeah.
slowly, close the pit in at the end there, fill it in so we can get a few more vans.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe put some gravel down and a little bit of lighting somewhere, a few signs.
If people would pay a little bit for,
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
if it's a power type.
yeah,
Yeah.
Whatever.
if you can
But
get-
eventually, I mean,
Yeah.
it's working, it's good, and people are very happy.
Very
And a
happy.
lot of people just from sort of, like word of mouth as they're travelling up the highway.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
well,
I'll
we've-
come and see
we've
Nick.
done that. Yeah.
Down at the Free Cat, nice spot, close to town, close to the big winch, close
Yeah.
to the supermarket and the shops.
We did.
I mean, you
Yeah.
witnessed yesterday. I came back in the first time and said that I was looking at, your gems, and then we went to Gem Tree and Ron.
Oh yeah,
said,
Ron was there,
"Mate,
yeah.
Go to Nick."
And then we told other people,
Yeah.
go
Yeah,
and see
so-
Nico. And he said, I'm Nick too. I said, oh, maybe it was this Nick.
Yeah.
That's it.
But no, it's a great little business,
Yeah.
so I'm very, very happy with that.
Oh, yeah.
And we're doing well, so.
Yeah.
But they gave him a lot of problems, the caravan parks.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
they shut
yeah.
it down, and oh God, he's gonna get lawyers and spend money
Not so
because he
bad.
said, no, I'm not closing down. And, yeah.
Good.
Nah, we
We
got
need
there
fire.
in the end, and,
Yeah.
and everyone's happy now.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy with it
Yeah.
now that in town.
But it's a different market of travellers too, though.
Yeah.
You know,
It is.
the ones,
Of course.
the big rigs with the big money, they're not gonna come in. They want to
Yeah.
pay.
Yeah.
Because we noticed that actually in even Alice Springs and all that,
Yeah.
they just actually go there just to stay at the caravan park.
Yeah.
They don't actually do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
But-
it's different market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sort of people will stop here, then the next stop, then they'll stop in the caravan park, wash their clothes,
Yeah.
use the shower,
Yeah.
So there's different stops for different people.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, exactly.
But I think it's a very good thing for Coober Peedy. So.
Yeah, I think
No,
you've
good
done
on
well
you.
there.
Yeah.
Does the council do much in terms of the tourism, trying to get people here?
We all work together. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
They're
sit on the
not doing
committees.
much.
We sit. No. But we sit. No, we've got like a committee,
Yeah.
for all the businesses,
Yeah.
and everyone gets together and we work with the SA Tourism. There's a body and everyone works together.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah. So there's
Yeah, but
everything's
so
covered.
much more the council can do
Can
for
do,
the
yeah, of
tourists.
course.
Yeah,
That's
no.
everywhere.
We've got the information centre there. No, they're working. Things are doing pretty well.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you.
Turn the camera. Turn the camera.
Don't worry, edit it out.
We can skip that one, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good. So,
But we've got the noodling place for the
Yeah.
tourists,
Yeah.
which has been reserved for the last 40 years for the tourists to go there because there is no south, it's just very shallow ground. And you can take your kids there and do a bit of noodling.
Where's
Yeah.
In fact, just
Jeweler shop, right?
down the street
Oh, right.
on the right hand side, they call
Okay.
it jeweler
Oh,
shop.
didn't you go?
No.
Okay.
Anyway,
That's
but what I'm getting at, if the council takes an excavator or a bulldozer once a year for a nail just to stir up the area,
Oh, okay.
there is
Yeah.
open there for
Yeah.
people to find.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Now people, they go there because for the last 30, 40 years, they haven't done anything.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
And thousands of people, they go through every day.
Yeah.
There is nothing there to
Yeah.
find.
Yeah.
And I say to people, you go in front of our place here, the same pits that we've got there,
Yeah.
the opposites.
But
They
we
got
top
better
up.
chance of going. Yeah, we get the tiling
And you do.
from the miners
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we suck it there.
Yeah.
So you're always going to find something.
Yeah, true.
But there, I said, you're wasting your time. And
That's a good
what I'm
idea.
getting upset with the council.
But it's
because-
still good to have a look around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the council can spend $100
Yeah.
just a tank of diesel there to go and stir up. They've got the machinery in there. Do something for the tourists.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, why
true.
not?
Yeah, that's
I'm going to
why
show you one bit of opal.
Did you want some more?
Dad, do you want a little bit more? Or?
a little bit more.
You can
Otherwise,
have a little.
otherwise my
I'm
wife
going to show you.
she's gonna get.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a stone that my brother found,
There.
and then we had cut up.
It's not a stone. It's a
Seashell.
fossil.
It's a seashell.
Oh wow! Have a look at that.
But you look at the colour
Amazing.
in that there.
Wow.
And eventually one
And-
day,
and
and
that's
that's
what-
a cockle shell.
Yeah.
You see,
Wow.
that's the, the head of the cockle just
Yeah.
there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a fossil.
Yeah.
And
Part of the fossil.
is that
They come
also
from
what you would
Olympic.
deem crystal? Because you can
Yeah.
kind of see through it.
Yep, that's crystal.
Yeah.
So that's from Olympic, from
Wow.
the Olympic opal field. So we're not sure what we want to do. We just carved that up last year.
You'd really know what you're looking at because I wouldn't have known, you know?
How does that look on there?
Not really.
Is it coming up?
Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You can,
Yeah.
you can definitely see these ones popping in the
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, I thought I'd show you that one
No,
there,
that's
guys.
cool.
That's something quite special.
Yeah, that is
That
special.
is
isn't
really
it?
special.
Wow. And you can actually see fossilised opal still down here, can't you?
Yes, yeah. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you. One other little, I'll see if that's open. Just wanted to show you an ancient squid.
Oh, thank
An ancient squid.
you. Wow.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Do you mind showing that one there that you were showing us earlier, the one that you haven't cut?
Oh, yeah, the special
The
one.
special one that you said
All
that's
right,
black
yeah,
and white. Have a look at this one. So you can tell the story, Nick. You'd say it better than me, but it's from earlier. It's a white opal, but as you can see, it's a little bit.
It's black opal based in the white opal.
It's very
Which is-
special.
Very special. We've never seen anything like it before, ever.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's why they're keeping it and not doing anything with it.
Wow.
Wow.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I can see it actually now.
I'll show you another little belemite, guys. This is the ancient squid.
Wow.
Wow. That's incredible.
And that's the tail of the belemite. So
Wow.
we leave it rough at the back, but then we've polished up the
front.
the front section there.
Yeah, you have to.
And that's
look at-
about 60 carats, 64 carats.
Wow.
Oh. Is it different
How's the
in
ground
price
blue?
with it being fossil versus?
Yeah, I mean, the fossil's a little bit rarer. So if they are a top quality fossil, then they're worth a lot of money. Yeah.
Well, the Adelaide Museum bought one for $500,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you going to
Yeah,
have?
we got the photo there of that.
That's a
So
virgin
if you have an
rainbow.
Adelaide,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
You see just up there.
yeah.
That's
that was-
on the checklist when we go to Adelaide.
What?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh
It's
yeah.
on display in Adelaide
Yeah.
at the museum.
Yeah, in the museum there.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's
And
gorgeous.
it's not, I think it's smaller than this one.
Not sure.
Yeah, I seen it. Because I seen it when they first found it.
Yeah.
They brought it to me to have a look.
Are you gonna have all these on display Nick, one day, like for
one
like a
day.
museum? Because that's so cool.
Yeah, one day we're going to fix the showcases up a little bit.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah,
have
we
to
worked
tell
on
the
this,
story
but-
though,
Yeah,
'Cause
and then we're going to
someone's-
put something over there
and explain all that. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
just
Yeah,
to
yeah.
show. We're going to.
Because Dad, you were showing us this on here.
The
It's
story about it. It's so interesting.
beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, Mother Nature at her best.
That's it. That's
So
it.
yeah,
Yeah, that to me, that is the strangest opal I ever seen. It's not, you get black opal in a white base. It's just,
Yeah.
yeah, you don't see that.
Wow. One other question I wanted to ask you. Someone like myself who's coming into the area and looking at buying some opals, what kind of questions do you think that they should be asking if they're looking at pieces like this, or the small ones that you got in here?
basically, I mean, the opal is a personal stone.
Yeah.
So if you're buying, sort of for yourself, then, you know, sort of everyone's got a favourite colour.
Yeah.
Well, then you go for what suits, you know, sort of what's your favourite colour. If you're looking to invest, well, then you're looking, you know, for opal,
It's colourful, and also it's got to be from a good area.
Yeah.
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 And the only people that know that is the one behind the counter that you have to have trust on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what we mean, like, because we went around, there's like 20 shops more.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then we went into these shops and then we were like,
Yeah, we're getting lost.
And that's what I said to people, if you feel comfortable, do it. But if you don't, if you got doubts, don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because a lot of people that are there to sell, they couldn't care less. They just want to grab your money. To me,
Yeah.
I want people to buy something and have it forever, sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or if they're going to sell it, to make a bit of money on that.
Yeah.
So you have to be fair. And the other thing we cut opals that we know they're from good field because we don't know when we're going to sell them.
Mm.
So they have to be good quality opal.
Yeah.
But
The
then how do
color
you
doesn't
know,
matter
though?
so much. The quality matters.
Yeah, but that's the thing, like, so there's so many shops, so you go in, how do you know who's got the good ones? And
No.
You don't, dear.
But
You
that's
don't.
where the shop
Yeah.
owner, you know, guarantees,
Yeah.
because they put their name, you know,
Yeah.
by their product.
Yeah, Nico, but that is still,
Yeah.
it's like people they're selling, and they have done it, they're selling a doublet as black opal.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know what a doublet is, so, and a triplet.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll grab something just to show you quickly.
Yeah.
A doublet is a very thin layer of opal stacked, painted black, and then stacked in the base. Sometimes we use boulder,
Yeah.
which is just a dark rock,
Yeah.
and it looks like a boulder when you stick that on top.
All right, guys.
Yeah,
All right, we're going to start out with the solid first. You'll see that that's the solid opal. It's even in colour all the way through. You know, we can turn that over.
Yeah.
I've got a doublet opal, which is a solid opal on the top, and then we stick on a backing. So you'll see how that's got a little backing on the back. So that's the doublet. And then we've got a triplet. So you turn it over, you've got the backing, you've got a thin layer of opal, and then you've got a quartz top. So that's the different types of opal that come out of Coober Peedy.
Yeah. Wow.
Uh-huh.
And would
that's
you?
even better explaining right
Yeah.
here, because you can see
Yeah.
Yeah,
the layer of opal there.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, the artificial
We'll
back.
just turn it around that way. Turn it around. So you'll see there, we've got the doublet with a thick backing.
Yeah.
Then you've got the solids all the way through, and then you've got your triplet and your slice, your quartz top.
Yeah, a triplet
well,
is,
yeah.
if you put a quartz on top of that, it becomes a triplet through 3 layers.
Yeah.
So basically the triplet and the doublet, they're a beautiful piece of opal, but they're more like a dress piece of, you know,
Yeah.
sort of, like a dress stone. The solid opal, you know, you can wear daily, every day.
Yeah.
And the solid is an investment
Yeah. Yeah.
stone.
Okay.
So really you want to pick it up, open it, look at it.
Yeah, that's
because
right.
they could say
Get the colour.
something.
And
Yeah.
there's a colour chart there. Too.
Yeah, so when,
But by right, the person behind the counter, they have to explain to you
What it is.
you buy.
and you can
Yeah.
ask for a certificate,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, so if you were buying that and you thought that was a black opal, then you'd ask for a certificate.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and they'd give, but then clearly then you'd see that it's not.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so basically, you know, the solid as an investment is the
The way
stone to go
That's
for.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
And with the certificates, like they make the certificate, so you
Yeah,
can
that's
trust it though?
No. So there is no standard like the gold standard or the diamond standard. But when you're in the opal industry, you know, you put your name behind it, and
Yeah.
you want to be in the, you know, industry for many years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do
Yeah.
guarantee your stuff. So you stand by your, you know, your work and your word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But you know, people looking for stones, you know, like you look for the cut,
Yeah.
the colour, and then the clarity.
And with the cut, what's your recommendation of the best cut?
As an investment stone, always, you know, ovals, you know, are very good.
Yeah.
You know, for the future, and even a black opal, you know,
Yeah.
with the, you know, Asian market starting to open up
Yeah.
in the years to come.
Yeah, they go for the oval mostly.
The oval is very popular. The high cabochon.
Okay.
So yeah.
And the black ovals you can get, they're only from lightning ridges, that's correct?
No,
Or
so
are they-
we do find black opal here, but only a small sort of percentage,
Okay.
maybe 15%.
Wow.
Maybe.
Yeah, meant to be 300 kilometres away. They do find the black opal, but they've closed that field down now.
Oh wow. Okay.
So Coober does sort of produce, but only in certain fields.
Yeah.
But the ridge is where the black opal comes from.
Okay. Wow.
So yeah.
Have you get the safe is open? Just to get the big.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just to,
Yeah.
you here, you might as well see some
Yeah.
nice opal and whatever.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we love it.
Yeah.
We love it. Even looking through yesterday when we were looking at them yesterday, and you're showing like there's just so many different colours and, you know, choices and
Yeah, well, everyone is different, and that's what I say. People is very hard to get two pieces alike.
Yeah.
That's,
But I reckon your job valuing is even harder.
yeah.
How do you
Like,
value?
well, you learn over the years.
yeah.
You learn.
Yeah.
I did so much valuation for other people. When they were finding opal, they bring it to me, and I put value on that.
Yeah.
They have to sell it, so you had to know. And to me, I thought I was doing, you know, a reasonably good job, but everybody was talking, oh, you see, Nick is the best class in Coober Pedy, and yet I never found opal myself. You know,
Yeah.
oh, very little anyway. But I was so, I had to learn.
Yeah.
So I listened to a lot of people. I went around to every person that he was doing classing of the opal back then
Yep.
to learn from them.
Yeah.
And I can see what I thought they were doing wrong, and I tried to
Improve on it.
improve on it.
Do you
Oh,
do
wow.
it too,
Yeah.
Nico? Valuing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's
Ah, look at them. Look at this one
some
here.
old stuff. Yeah.
Look at all that red and orange in there. And orange and red, that's the rarest colour in stones, is it? Or
The reds.
They red
Yeah.
ones, yeah,
The greens
less,
as well.
yeah.
greens?
But then you got this type of green, but you get it in a dark base, opal from Italy,
Yeah.
usually. Yeah, exactly.
So what's special about these ones, Nick? These ones, like what?
Oh, they're special stones.
Yeah.
Big stones. This is, to me, is almost a perfect pair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as you were saying, it's hard to come by a perfect
Yeah.
pair, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I sort of kept them. And they were. I had to cut them the way they was almost.
Wow.
So that's
Oh, they were like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
almost.
How good is that?
Yeah, I have to finish them off.
Wow.
Yeah, and they got the dark back also, so
Yeah.
which is natural.
So is there a problem like with this one? Like, you know, is the shape a bit like, you know, see how the shape?
That is carve.
Carved.
Yeah. Yeah. So they not to waste any opal.
Yeah.
They sort of carve all the dirt out, and all
Oh,
the
that's why it's
flowers
like
and
that
everything. So
different-
yeah,
different shape.
yeah,
And that's okay?
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
And there are different types. So you got the Andamerica, you got Lightning Ridge Black Opal, you got
Yeah.
the Queensland Boulder
Yeah, that's
Opal.
a nice chunk of
Yeah, I'll show you a little. I'll show you a little Queensland. I'll show you Queensland boulder opal.
Yeah.
I'll show you one piece of boulder that we've got here.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty too, isn't it?
You can see that one.
So yeah,
Guys, oh my
You see,
goodness.
that's been carved also to
Yeah.
follow that.
yeah, and you see as we turn it around.
That's amazing.
But you see, it's got the natural, ironstone on the back.
Wow.
Yeah.
And if I turn it to the side, you'll see just a thin vein
Yeah.
running around. But you see the depth that comes out of that.
Yeah, it's amazing.
What'd you say that was, Nick?
A boulder.
Boulder from
Queensland.
Queensland.
Yeah,
And when we make doublets, we use that rock
on the back.
on the
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
so it looks natural.
Yeah.
But it's not. This is natural.
So you see the difference. You'll see, that there.
So
And
that's
then
a
you'll see-
Pandamuka,
yeah.
your Coober.
And then we've got a dark base. We've got some darker, but not out. But I'll just put this one here. You'll see that that's, sort of in the semi-black family, Queensland boulder, and Amuka, and then just your normal.
And that is a piece of sea shell,
Wow.
opalized sea shell, but dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's coming
That's
out.
amazing, isn't it?
But they're unique when you look at each stone and then you stop and you look.
Oh,
You
if
see
you,
the
just-
characteristics of
Yeah.
it.
if
I'll
you
show
get
this
a,
one here. You'll see the colours that come out of that.
That's amazing.
You see that?
Yeah, the white ones are hard to see. Yeah, that comes out very can.
yeah, the dark ones always there. So
Yeah.
the dark ones.
When we looked at the ones we got, and then when we got it in the van today, it was like 10 times more amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
In the sun, yeah.
I was like, I couldn't get
Guys,
over
I'm
it.
glad. I'm glad you're happy with that.
So happy.
But yeah, so that's basically, the different types. That's a little bit of a milky opal in Coober
Yeah.
as well. It's got some,
I don't know why you people call it milky opal. It's not.
But it's
milky,
crystally,
It's,
it's-
white,
Yeah.
white base.
yeah,
Oh yeah, like not transparent.
yeah.
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 Is it better to be transparent or milky?
It
Oh,
just,
the-
it
look,
just varies.
The old days, the German people, they love the milky opal, what they call milky, the white.
Wow.
The white, yeah.
Yeah, and not the really nice, beautiful crystal.
It's Olympic opal. That's
Sorry,
an
Nick.
opal field called, Olympic.
You can actually see like an orange glow coming from the bottom. I don't know if that's the light or.
This sort of opals,
Yeah.
every time you look at it, you see
See
different colors in
something.
it.
Yeah.
Depending on the angle and all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That was
different angles,
rich,
different
that
colors.
but
different-
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Put this away.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you see back here in the dark, they dark ones, they would stand out.
That's true. The blue
Yeah.
ones, yeah, they do.
Yeah. Yeah, beautiful. Well, no worries. Thanks for that, Nick. Thank you, Nick. It's been an awesome
It's
time.
been nice chatting with you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, it's great.
Nice to have met you.
Cheers.
Love it.
Now,